Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Underrail und wir sind immer noch bei Shorts dieser University und reden mit Leuten. Principal Investigator Georges told me I could purchase chemicals from you. No problem, this is what we have available. Ja, super. Wir haben außerdem jetzt hier diese Xal-Pistol bekommen. Experimental Acid Launcher is an advanced chemical pistol design that is the product of a collaborative effort between both the Preservation and Investigation divisions of Institute of Chart. Increased reliability, ergonomics and rate of fire, as well as the ability for multiple attachments. The most important of all is perhaps the chemical contractor that allows for fast and efficient weapon reloading. Attachment not included with the prototype. Make XAL-001 a milestone in advanced weapon design. Assistant. Na gut, da sollen wir ja anscheinend doch dann nicht hin. Ich meine, ich kann es mal ausprobieren. Mich da in das geschützte Gebiet reinhacken. Aber wieso sind die anderen Sachen weg? Ach, weil ich da einmal meinen ganzen Kram weggeräumt hatte. Dann speichere ich jetzt nochmal. Ja. Lalalala. Ich nehme an, das ist alles voll gesund hier. Hello. You really shouldn't be here. You must be one of the new assistants, right? By the chart, they get worse and worse every year. You know, we don't wear these suits just because you look good in them. What? Get out of here. Get out, you shouldn't be here. Oh, brother. Na gut. Jo, dann gehen wir zum nächsten Flügel. Und dann zum nächsten Stockwerk. Da war ja immer noch was. Also ich glaube nicht, dass ich diesen Teil noch zu was anderem kommen werde, auch wieder nur zu labern. Flüpp. Rista. You come up to a man who seems to be studying some papers. As he raises his head to look at you, you immediately feel he doesn't approve of you being in his office. It is the long and overemphasized sigh that gave you that Is it the long and overemphasized sigh that gave you the impression? Maybe it is the tired and unwelcoming stare that you feel could push you outside with enough force to also knock you off your feet, perhaps. Or is it the clenching fist that you could? Was? Das macht irgendwie vom Satzbau so ein bisschen... Or is it the clenching fist that could, if someone is not careful, end up causing serious pain? Who knows? In any case, while you ponder all this, the man decides to speak first, and it does so in a deep and gravely voice. He sighs. Short is evolution. I am Principal Investigator Rista, and I sincerely hope you weren't sent by Lydia. I wasn't, don't worry. But I have no worry. Every time someone enters my office, it equals either more work or more problems. It is how the universe works, proven over and over again. Magnificent. Chart. Chart hört's ja auch mal hier bei dem, ja. Magnificent Chart sollte das heißen. It's either a sudden symposium I have to prepare for in a hurry, or some new project with an unrealistic deadline, or some other problem, or a disaster in the lab. I'm not here to give you work, so you can relax. In fact, I was hoping for the opposite. I'm the one looking for work. You hear rushed footsteps behind you. Slowly, they become closer and closer. Wait and see what happens. Animal caretaker. The man finally comes to a still after storming into the office. You can tell he wants to expel something important as soon as possible, but severe shortness of breath prevents him from doing so. After a few moments, he regains himself and is finally able to explain what urged him to come in such haste. Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, investigator. I know you had said you don't want to be disturbed, but we have a major problem. Oh really, oh really? Well, thank this mister here for stepping into my office and causing all this chaos. He shrugs. It's his fault. He turns toward you. See, this is what I have been talking about. Every time someone walks into my office, problem. Why can't people let me work in peace? Why? Chart, why? And then people complain when I lock the door. Let's hear what this is all about first and discuss who's responsible for it later. One of the NPS specimens has escaped its holding cell and is running rampant. I don't know how it happened, but I was by the stairs doing my work when I suddenly heard strange and loud sounds coming from down there. I took a peek and I saw it. Which one? Oh, don't tell me. Psycho! Indubitably. Well, since this is all your fault, whoever you are the one who is going to catch it. I will, if and only if you promise to treat me better from now on. I am not the cause of your problems. Fair enough. Now listen carefully. Psycho is one of our NPS specimens that, as you've just heard, escaped its enclosure and is making a home in the Type 2 specimen section. What it is a genetically engineered Arsudier with a deadly arsenal of psi abilities at its disposal. I reckon it's a bit too frightened to climb the stairs, or else it'd already be causing havoc in the lab. But that could change at any moment. And how am I supposed to capture it? Well, we have a portable neural pacifier that should calm the creature down. Should. In any case, you haven't heard it, should calm it down. Just so you know, indubitably oder so. It's not an easy task, since you have to somehow incapacitate the creature and then put the device on its head and then activate it. Psycho is very tough, so your best bet is to tire out or weaken the creature first before trying to incapacitate it. Just be careful not to hurt it too much. That seems very complicated. I know it is, but I'm sure you'll be able to do it. The better questions is, will you? I'll do it. Let me have the neural pacifier. Very good. Here is the device. He gives you a portable neural pacifier. As soon as you get the chance to use the device, place it on Psycho's head. Line the markers on the device with the place where the two halves of the carapace open to expose the brain. Once lined up, press the only button on the device and stand back. Everything else is automatic. Just step away and you will be fine. Follow the corridor past the holding pens and go down the stairs. Ironically, the lower level is full of dark passages, which will, no doubt, make the job a tad more difficult. Short guide you. Oh, and don't try to open any cells there unless you want to be culled on the spot. Is it done? What do I need to do again? Pay attention this time. Weaken the creature enough and incapacitate it. Then place the neural pacifier I gave you on Psycho's head. Line the markers on the device with the place where the two halves of the carapace open to expose the brain. Then, once lined up, press the only button on the device and stand back. That is all. Now go. Vuk! Vuk will nicht. Psycho is on the loose. Dann machen wir das gerade. Okay. Kann man so nicht benutzen. Nö. Device was given to the principal investigator. Restart to use on the escape cyber is set once it's been incapacitated. Beta und Alpha rolls. Ups. Ja. Incapacitaten können wir, glaube ich, mit dem Schockbolt. Psycho is the most dangerous one of them all. Save. Psycho. Hallo Psycho. Slimy. Sollen wir den mal anballern? Bzzzt. Batsch. Dazed. Wir sollten den aber ja incapacitaten. Stun, ja, es ist gestunt. Cooldown 7 Runden. Ich bin halt auch nicht so sicher, wie man das Ding ja benutzen soll. Machen wir spaßeshalber mal. Out of Ammo. Oh. Jedenfalls laden. Ich habe, glaube ich, noch nie eine Waffe nachgeladen. Das ist was Falsche. Psycho. Wie kann man denn eine Waffe nachladen? Ah. Kling klang. Aber den muss ich mit der Flash Grenade umwerfen. Oder dieses Incapacitate ist nur Haben die nur so gesagt, aber nicht gemeint. Ne, das passt. Und jetzt? Psycho, one of the dangerous MPS specimens, has escaped its enclosure at the Institute of Chord. You are given a portable neural pacifier to use on the creature, but you can only do so after weaken and incapacitate it. If Psychos accidentally killed, the consequences will be dire. Ja, okay, dann machen wir halt Pew Pew vorher drauf. Wieso kann ich das nicht benutzen? Ja. Ach so, falsche Waffe. Aha. Feuer! Resists 766 Mechanical Damage. Feuer! Mhm. Na, verfehlt. Ja, ne, machen wir nochmal. Am besten wäre natürlich, wenn er noch irgendwo anders stehen würde. Ich kann auch mal hier dieses Ding anmachen. Und ich kann dem auch eine Falle hinlegen. Cave Air. Naja, dass er da jetzt drauf tritt. Müsste ich näher an ihn ranlegen. Ja. Könnten auch da Sprengstoff noch verwenden. MK3. Diesmal ist er gebammt. Na. Ja, komm her. Hm. Ist natürlich auch im Endeffekt nur ein extra Angriff, der dadurch aktiv wird. Ah, doch, hat schon ordentlich Schaden gemacht. Auf geht's. Okay. Und der hier. The creature seems knocked out for the time being. Now that you have a chance to take a closer look, you can truly admire its impressive size. However, it appears that it's rough. Na toll, jetzt ist er weggestorben. Scarred carapace reveals more than you expected. This creature is one of extreme age. How old exactly? You're unsure. Miniature landscapes adorn the beetle's back. Every scar, scratch, or defect on it could illustrate a separate story of this being's long past. But now is not the time to think about that, as the creature could regain consciousness at any moment. Ich glaube nicht mehr. Use the neural pacifier on the creature. Leave. Machen wir nochmal. Also vielleicht kein Gift benutzen. Oder vielleicht nicht so starkes Gift benutzen. Ach, das ist natürlich Unsinn. So. Okay. Hm. Hm. Noch hängt er ja fest. Der müsste eigentlich jetzt weg sein. Resists. Mit dem hier mache ich den wahrscheinlich jetzt tot. Ne? Use the neural pacifier on the creature. You perform the procedure as you were instructed. You position the device so that the markers match the carapace opening line for the beetle's head and press the activation button on the neural pacifier. As soon as you do, you hear the device activating, and after a brief delay, the faint sound of the carapace cracking reaches your ear. You expected some reaction from the creature, twitching or some other motion as a consequence of this probably painful intrusion, but the beetle remains static. Soon everything quiets down. This creature is motionless and doesn't react to your presence in any way. Haben wir auch direkt das Item verloren. Is it done? It is done. I planted the neural pacifier on the creature's head and it is now, well, pacified. Very good, very good. I am pleased. I will send someone to take care of that. And you, your name was Kordanor. Kordanor? I heard that just recently. Figurine, did you? Yes, oh, yes, now I understand everything. I want to apologize for my earlier behavior. Magnificent thought. It's always just, I have a lot of work here, an incredible amount of work, and every time someone enters my office, something goes horribly awry. It directly translates to more trouble, and all that before I'd even get the chance to drink my first cup of mushroom tea of the day. He sighs. Well, you did good, indeed, and for that, here's something for you. He hands you 400 Stygian coins. If you want more work, why not drop by my office sometime, bro? I think I've got some stuff for a man like yourself. What can you tell me about this neural pacification? I'm going to be very concise, bro. Neural pacification project is our most recent achievement in the field of neural manipulation. And only this year have we performed our first successful pacification procedure on an actual living subject. It was one of the coil spiders you have probably seen by now. Now, the basic idea behind the project is to find a way to influence the behavior of anything with a brain. Indeed, there are two ways to perform the procedure. The safer way is to get it done on the operating table, but if that is not possible, as in the case of Psycho, a portable neural pacifier is necessary. No matter the option, the end result is one docile or pacified creature that you can, as you can see for yourself, safely keep close to humans without the risk of injury or death. I really don't want to go into details of the procedure, partially because it is confidential, but mostly because I don't feel like talking that much. Yes, that is all regarding that matter, bro. What can you tell me about Psycho? That is confidential, bro, and you've already seen too much. Different question. What can you tell me about why did you join the Institute of Chort? Bro, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm currently not in the mood to discuss my personal history and motives. Perhaps once I get to know you better and actually get the time to sit down and talk, then maybe, do you have any more work for me? Indeed I do. I have 2 jobs for you, as a matter of fact, bro. The first inquires you to take a ferry ride to a pretty remote place in Lower Underrail, and the second one is about genetics disease, a resistance project. Interested in any of the 2, or both perhaps? What was that about genetic disease resistance? Well, it's something I got from the top. You know what I mean. Someone comes into my office and drops some stuff on my desk, whether I like it or not. I am the PI of the busiest department in Institute of Charts, so things like that are unavoidable, I guess. Magnificent chart. So, what I got was about a project on genetic disease resistance. I have to find some subjects who have shown great resilience to deadly disease. Yeah, that's what I was told. What that means is, he points to himself, I, the principal investigator, have to worry about subjects when I have the pacification project on my hands. Chartists, recombination paperwork to finish, Georgi's protein design, data to review, even study some devolved psymorphs from the caverns that were recently brought in. What I need of you is the following. Walk outside the institute, there's a bunch of people there, and ask around if anyone exhibits what we require. If not, well, we did our best. Let someone else deal with it. If you do find someone, even better. Since they are already here, they would be easy to convince to come here and do some simple tests. Nothing painful. That is all regarding the matter indeed. I am on it, brother. Short guide you. He nods. Yes, I'm interested in what you described as a ferry trip. Alright, bro. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of Forsaken Island? I might have heard about it somewhere at some point. Might have heard about it? You know, I'll assume you haven't heard anything and tell you what you need to know. The Forsaken Island is a remote island situated somewhere between Core City, approximately southeast of it, and the more southern parts of Lower Underrail. It is, people say, surrounded by violent creatures, which makes it an unpopular place for tourism, he laughs. However, there is something else there, bro. The Forsaken Behemoth. Now, I've heard some exaggeration stories about its appearance and behavior. It breathes fire. It shoots lasers out of its eyes. It has 7 heads, various nonsense. I mean, the creature, if real, might have some sonic abilities. I don't deny that. It's just that some of the things I've heard take it too far. However, what is consistent on all those stories can be summarized like this. It is a big lizard, a very, very big lizard. And if it really exists, I want a piece of it. Not fight it, but a sample of its skin or whatever you can find. So what I want from you is basically this. Go to the island, find someone who is crazy enough to take you there, see if the creature exists, and bring me a sample of it. There is a possibility it is the only of its kind, so try not to cull it. We might return later and try to capture it. Simple, bro. Really simple. The pay is good. 650 charons is, in my opinion, very good, and you'll receive it once you come back from the island. What do you say? A dangerous journey to hunt a giant monster? Count me in. Very good. That's all. Yup, that's it. That is all. Good luck and short guide you, bro. Short guide you, brother. He nods. Jo, damit sind wir... Ach, jetzt können wir vielleicht mit dem hier reden. Vuk. The man you just approached seems casual and relaxed. His suit is covered with dirt, blood and some green slime. And you notice what appear to be large strands of hair stuck in it. He extends his right hand to shake yours, but withdraws it in the last moment after noticing that their cleanliness matches that of his suit. Hey bro, need something I can help you with? Short is evolution, brother. I'm Kordanor and I would like to ask you a few questions. Evolution is short. I am Vuk. Well, since I'm on the break, I suppose I could answer a few questions. Go ahead, bro, ask. What do you do around here? Well, bro, I'm one of the biologists working in this department. As you can see from my general appearance, this is very, very dirty job. To give an example, this green stuff I'm covered with actually came from one of the coil spiders we have in the holding pens. I was in its enclosure and then it approached and suddenly regurgitated this stuff all over me. I have yet to figure out why. I'm not in the mood to talk about regurgitation. Can we discuss something else? This is serious stuff I'm talking about, bro. You have to get used to these sort of things if you want to work in the department. Since you work with animals, do you have any spare organs or other parts that I can acquire? I am in charge of that, but you'll get nothing for free if that's what you're implying. On the other hand, I could sell you some, but you know what? Go talk to Principal Investigator Rista and see if you can get his permission. If he says yes, then come back to me. I'll wait here. Right, I'll go talk to him. Short guide you, and good luck. Good luck? Why? He chuckles, but says nothing otherwise. How do I get to Forsaken Island? Take a ferry, or swim, but I think ferry is healthier. I have a bit lazier option. Thanks, I would have never guessed that. Indeed, anything else? Investigator Vuk told me to see about permission to purchase something from him. What do you need from him? Organs, tissue and stuff like that. I don't see why not. Rip it from his body and anytime you like. He laughs. Anyway, we have those in large quantities. You have my permission. Thank you, I'll go see him now. He nods. End dialogue. Good work there, bro. Psycho is one big psycho, he laughs. Once it gets mad, it gets so scary, it could even frighten Chot. Forget I said that. I talked to Principal Investigator Rista and he told me we can trade. If he says it's okay, it's okay. Let me just change my gloves, bro, and I'll show you what I've got. Ja. Super. What can you tell me about the specification procedure performed on animals? As you probably suspect already, we have found a way to make the creatures non-aggressive to other species. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the details on how we do it. Well, at least I don't know if I'm allowed to so better not. So I better not. Seek Rista or PI. He's in charge of the project and can tell you more. He shrugs. Sorry, bro. Can you tell me who's in charge here? You want Principal Investigator Rista, right? His office is over there. He points at the double doors. That's his office. Enter at your own risk. Chort guide you. At my own risk? Why? He simply chuckles but gives you no further explanation. Anything else? Chort guide you, brother. Ditto, bro. Okay. Jetzt gehe ich nochmal da runter. Animal Caretaker. It calmly observes you with its numerous eyes. The creature completely ignores your presence. Too narrow. Ich sehe es schon kommen, hier darf man irgendwann Insekten fangen spielen. Psycho, hallo. Does not have a conventional lock. Auch ganz gut Geld bekommen. So, und dann haben wir noch andere Ebenen. Ach, da geht's. Nee. Okay, doch, da müssen wir hin. Dann erstmal wieder runter. Dann gehen wir mal da lang. Die Kantine. Theodore. The man behind the counter strikes you as being calm, friendly, and radiates a positive attitude. Appearance-wise, young and handsome are the words that describe him most accurate. While his confident posture is also difficult to ignore, he greets you with a familiar Chortist salute. Chortist evolution, brother! My name is Theodore, often called Theo by almost everyone. He smiles. How may I help you? Evolutionist Chort, brother. I'm Kordanor. Welcome to the Institute of Chort, brother. Our institution is very different from those on the outside, I'm sure. But you'll get used to it. Don't worry. Show me what you've got. I'm starving. Today's special is... foodstuffs. Ja, super. Hungry again, brother? How and why did you join Institute of Chort? I am Institute born, brother. It wasn't my decision to become a chartist, but with all the things I heard about the outside world, I'm better off. Life here is better without doubt, and here people care about each other, care about progress, evolution, rather than just about their own height, so to speak. Wait, you never left this building? No. Again, from what I heard in the past, I'm better off being here. Maybe I can share a few stories about the outside world. It's rough, alright, but not everything is so grim. There is much beauty outside of the Institute. Maybe some other time, brother. Now's not the time. Anything else you needed? And please, let's make it quick. Refectory is always a busy place. What can you tell me about the faceless? Keep the faceless out of the refectory, please. People are trying to eat here. Magnificent chart. Stop mentioning those vomit-inducing freaks here. We are trying to eat. That's what I was talking about. What can you tell me about the West Wing? It is dangerous. Do not go there. It is that simple, brother. But what is so dangerous about it? I'm sorry, but I can't explain it now, brother. This is neither the time nor the place for that. This is where people eat, and I have got my hands a bit busy at the moment. Just trust me, it is dangerous. There is a reason no one goes there. No, brother, are you ordering something or not? I would like to ask you some questions about Chartism. I'm sorry, but I'm working at the moment, and a discussion about Chartism would take too long. Seek Prepostor Emilia or visit Adelin's library. Oh, and read the original report if you haven't already. See you next time, Theo. Chart Guides, brother. Also wenn man die anfangs das... Ah, da kommen wir auch noch hin. Ja, wenn man das Aufnahmeritual, diesen Test nicht geschafft hätte, hätte man hier aber, glaube ich, eine Menge Content verpasst. Oh, da geht's auch noch weiter. Hä? Kommt man da hin? Ach, weil die Tante davor steht. Chef. Magnificent chart. You standing there won't make me cook faster. Kommen wir nicht vorbei. Okay. Gucken wir mal. Oha. Das ist ja interessant. Aha. Biocorp University emblem. Pick up, study the 1 point of experience. The reservoir guard motions you to stop. Stop, brother! The area behind us is blocked off due to earthquake damage. How much damage did the earthquake do? Well, before the earthquake struck, there was only a small room behind the door at the end of the corridor. Now the wall fell down and revealed an opening into an abandoned station. It is all ruined, nothing of use there. We've locked the door to keep someone from going there by accident, but it also serves as an obstacle should something try to come to us. Do you really think that a locked door will prevent something from getting in? By the chart, no, but slow down enough for us to summon reinforcements? Yes. In any case, we are ready and alert. Also, we are in a lot better position here, I believe, than our reservoir colleagues guarding the West Wing entrance. He laughs. I shouldn't be laughing. How much damage did... I'm here on Median Samuel's orders to investigate Utility Station 7. In that case, brother, take this key. Hands your key. It unlocks the door at the end of the corridor. The utility station should be to the left from where you enter the station, in the far left corner. Good luck and short guide you. Thanks, I might just need it. Thank you, brother, short guide you too. Ein andermal. Erstmal gucken wir uns hier weiter um. Aha. Okay. The guard motions you to hold still, then speaks to you in a firm voice. Halt, brother! You have entered a restricted area. I will have ask you to leave. Short is evolution. Evolution is short, brother. Now please leave this area. Short guide you. What is this area? Didn't you hear what I just said? What I said, brother? Leave this area. Maybe someone sent me. No, you didn't, brother, or else you would have known it. Now please leave. My bad, I was looking for the toilet. Goodbye. I'm sorry, I'm new here. It won't happen again. Short guide you. Short guide you. Okay, dann haben wir aber immer noch die andere Seite. Da können wir nicht vorbei. Ah, doch. Ne, können wir nicht vorbei. Da runter. Cool. Look at them go. Was? I'm the apex player. Haha. Magnificent shorts. Will you hit the damn ball already? Nix. Abgesperrt. Ist alles geschlossen. Das ist offen, das ist offen. Shortists. Can a man have some peace? Na gut. Short, guide you out of my room. Okay, das ist wohl unser Schlafraum. Oh. Oh. Shortest. Speak louder! I feel so dystrophic. Short, guide you, son. Da ist der Doc. Jerry Franz. An unexpectedly tiny and shy voice comes out of this lofty man. While he is loud enough for you to hear him, you can't shake off the feeling that the sound of a humble fly gliding into the room would overpower his voice. Fortunately, nothing similar happens during this introduction. Chartist Evolution. My name is Jerry Franz and I am an investigator of medicine and the Institute's proto-physician. You must be Kordanor. Usually our fellow Chartists refer to me as I am, to which I have no objection. Now, how may I help you? Where can I purchase some medication? I can help you with that, brother. I'll show you what I have. Aha. Nix. Schön. Need assistance, brother? What do you think of the faceless? Foul, corrupted beings, I sympathize with core city residents who have to endure being close to such disgusting creatures. Chart helped them. In the end, the augmented monstrosities will die out eventually, while all completely natural beings like us will live on, for it is the superior design, proven. How and why did you join the Institute of Chart? That is a long story. Go on, I have time. I became a Chartist about 7 years ago, either in year 92 or 93, one of the two, and it was all due to a single fortunate event of me meeting with a former colleague of mine who had just returned from South Underrail, where he was on some, private business of his. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that I am from the North Underrail and that the meeting also took place there, in this to be precise. Thomas Harding, the man I spoke with, informed me how dreadful the living conditions were in the south, of persistent and ever-growing bandit menace, poverty, as well as the rise of violent sports in Core City. Naturally, the bottom line is that the south is a place of decadence and should be avoided at all costs. Except there was one thing mentioned in a positive light, the Institute of Chart. He had the, in his words, pleasure to speak to several Chartists during the stay here in Upper Underrail, and in fact, one of those Chartists was none other than Minister Percival himself, assistant minister back then. Tom was impressed by what he learned about the body of knowledge the Chartists possesses and the intentions of changing, evolving the human future. He also told me about the duality of Chart. One side is the physical side, the being itself, the other the knowledge obtained through scientific methods. The only way possible, really. And I still remember Tom's words, explanations and praises of the Institute of Chart the first time he told me about Chart itself, and especially due to his fantastic way with words, it floored me. Magnificent Chart, I was astonished. Of course, all this sparked my imagination, and I decided I had to come to South Underrail, so I did. I still remember seeing the reservoirs at the entrance, all glorious in their beautiful robes. Sure, it was unusual, but once you understood the purpose of such appearance, it all makes sense, perfect sense. You know what happened next, brother? I became a proud Chartist, and still am, to this day, Chartist Evolution. Thomas seemed very impressed with Chartism. Where is he now? Did you also join the Institute? Jerry Franz's face turned sour. Tom was unfortunately mortally wounded soon after he spoke. 3 drones bombing attack. Many were killed by those corrupted, inbred, dystrophic... He sighs. Had he lived a bit longer, I'm sure he would have joined me here. I'm positive. Hat man das schon gefragt? Ja. Chart guide you, Jerry Franz. Chart guide you, too, brother. Lazy lad. An old bald man welcomes you with a wave and a wide smile. He wears dark glasses which perfectly conceal his eyes. In turn, his smile reveals more than it perhaps should. You notice the man to be almost completely toothless, yet those few teeth still clinging on somehow allow him to speak with surprising clarity. Unfortunately, they do nothing to save his interlocutor from receiving a spit shower every time he opens his mouth, as it happens to you right now. Chartist Evolution, brother. I am Lazy Lal, that's what they call me. Evolution is short, brother. I'm Kordanor. Cool. I finally got bedmate. Bedmate? Yeah, this is our bed. He points to the double bed next to him. See, this is our bed. Bedmate? I have been sleeping alone for 2 weeks, and now I have a bedmate. Oh, you want top or bottom? I slept top so far, but if you want top, I'll go bottom. Top, I want top. Bottom, you stay on top. I am not really picky. Whatever you wish, bedmate. No, wanna chat? Why did you join the Institute of Chort? Well, bedmate, let me put it this way. Is there a chance you could, how should I say, escape the life of poverty, filth, disease, and a couple of lone hounds wanting to skin you? Would you take it? Of course you would. Don't get this the wrong way, but how did you manage to get accepted? Shortists seem pretty selective, and you know what I mean. I don't look the part. Is that what you're trying to say, bedmate? Sighs. It's true. I mean, just look at my teeth. I could scare borrowers away, but shortists don't care for the superficial. They care for what's inside. Yes, I held that interview with the smoking prepostor Amelia and told her about myself. Answered questions, done tests, gave blood, and all that. I must have said something right, cause they just accepted me. So what do you do here at the moment? I'm a novitate, keine Ahnung, still. I have some combat experience, so I might go the preservation route, but I've attended some lectures and I don't know, I've still got some thinking to do. We will see. So how are you liking the Institute of Chort after spending some time here? I'm loving this place more and more with every passing day. Once you get used to a few things, everything being clean is one of those, and as you learn more about shortism, you start realizing how apex it all really is. I have no doubt that shortists are really trying to direct the evolution of mankind towards something greater. Look at recombinance, for example. Yeah, that's the next step. All in all, I want to be part of that. I am happy to be part of that. Chort is truly something great. Chort is evolution, bedmate. Why are you called Lazy Lal? Are you really that lazy? No, I'm not lazy, my left eye is. As soon as he finished the sentence, he removes his shades with an elegant, overemphasized motion, closing his eyes as if he wants to prolong the moment of revelation as much as possible. Then he slowly opens his right normal eye, pauses, then opens his left one, the bad one. You look at it, it doesn't look at you, but is slammed so far to the left like it wants to escape the socket and see what lies behind the head. Lazy Lal laughs in his usual toothless fashion, this time spiced up with the laziest eye you have ever seen, creating a unique image you are unlikely to ever forget. He puts the shades back on. And that is why they call me Lazy Lal, bedmate. Can you not call me bedmate? Why not? I see that you are already grown fond of it, but I prefer if you stick to brother. Brother this, bedra, brother. Uh-huh. How'd you lose your teeth? Most of them at least. Some miserable bandit knocked my teeth out and robbed me as I was going toward the institute. In hindsight, I should have taken the train, but my inner cheapskate ended up leading me into a very nasty situation. Damn it, Upper Underrail sucks harder than a pack of siphoners. I don't know how anyone could live here, other than shortists, of course. Short guide, you lazy lel. Short guide you, bedmate. Oh, da können wir nicht rein. Damit sind wir auch hier soweit durch. Dann mache ich hier einen Schnitt. Und beim nächsten Mal gehen wir dann raus erstmal. Diesen Westwing mache ich dann später. Ich wollte ja auch noch zu diesen anderen, zum Protektorat gehen und da auch noch anheuern und Quests machen. Da ist also noch eine Menge zu tun, wie es aussieht. Mehr als ich erwartet hätte. Also, bis denn.